what I've learned about amnesia and memory is that I have to do something which I never used to do, which is to purposely think about the things I want to remember. Yeah. So I'm looking at this, I'm going to answer this in a slightly different way. I'm going to twist it around. It's not about amnesia, but what do we need to do in order to have a good memory? Because then I think with amnesia, we just have to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. So like for me to remember things now, things I used to easily remember, I have to make a real mental note and pay attention to them and go back to them again and again, at least 2-3 times very quickly before I go, that's locked in. And I now know I have to call someone, or I now know I have to have something done by this particular time. Okay. Yeah. So I'm kind of answering this question on the fly, okay, which is why I'm kind of jazzing around a little bit with it. But I never had to do that prior, because if something was important to me and I thought about it and I was going to do it and I needed to remember it, it's almost like it locked in a lot quicker. That doesn't seem to be happening so easily now. I'm not saying it won't happen because it's something I've been working on. So I think in terms of installing amnesia, it's a case of not doing repetition with something. So for example, if I park my car in a car park, previously I'd have looked around and gone, oh, this is where it's parked. And that would have been enough in order to install the memory to find my car later. Now, if I do that, that doesn't seem to be enough. So I have to make a note of it. I even have to take a photograph of it and do something 2 or 3 times in order to get the same memory lock-in that I used to do previously.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to have amnesia for something, I really wouldn't pay much attention to it. Yeah. It's like I wouldn't use the strategy for memory in order to create amnesia. I'd kind of just wouldn't really pay attention to something that just wouldn't lock in. Now, I don't know if that's the best answer, but it's an answer which has just occurred to me. It's just an answer that's occurred to me in relation to what I have to do now in order to remember things. I'll come up with a better answer in a minute as well. There's something else sort of bubbling away. What do you think about this?
Well, when he mentioned it, I thought of when we've done when we used to demonstrate a hypnotic stage show. Do you remember we did that a few times? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, and we had people forget the number 7. And we had people forget all sorts of things by using direct suggestion, by getting an agreement with their subconscious mind, by using idiomotor responses or finger signals. So installing trance and getting an agreement with the subconscious that they were willing to forget.